Well, it's back-to-back time. This is a 2022 250XCW. It's only got an hour, 1.6 hours on it. Bone stock. This is my 2023 TX300 full pro component suspension. About 10 hours on it. Otherwise, all stock. I'm going to ride this quick, kind of get the flavor of the TBI, and then when I jump on the 250XCW, we'll see what really stands out. We are at Mid-Ohio Racecourse, and thanks to the people at Honda Marysville Powersports, we're allowed to ride the vintage track today. It's kind of a family ride day. So this is the track that the vintage people raced on last week, but it's perfect to just go out and ride some bikes back to back on. So 300 TBI torque, and it just keeps pulling up at the higher RPM. Just got really good partial throttle torque. Look at that third gear torque down, and then it makes crazy power at top. Motocross Action, I think, said 55 horsepower at the rear wheel on their dyno. And it feels like it. Now this pro component suspension, it's kind of like cheating. Brad at RideWorx did the valving on it. I wanted a slow vet moto GNCC wood setting, and he nailed it. I go in a few clicks if I'm going to go to a jumpy, kind of more standard motocross track. Vet moto though, it's nothing too crazy. And I go out a few clicks if I'm going to be riding woods. This is high speed here. Since this is pretty much just flat turn like grass track stuff, I pretty much have it set to my softer setting, and it feels really good. Very plush and absorbing. So we'll see how that XCW Explore stuff feels. I haven't been on one for a while. Let's see if we can head back and get the XCW. Family ride days. Everybody's having fun out here today. Big, strong, power, broad power, 300 TBIs. All right, let's see. 250 XCW feels like. Now this is TPI, transfer port injection, and it's got oil injection, and this thing doesn't have a map switch, so it's just a standard map. I think you can actually unplug something under here and get a softer map if you need it. 250 XCWs are just famous for being super linear, smooth power, woodsy focus. So let's see. Yeah, definitely smooth. That kind of roll into it. A little less maintenance, of course, a little less maintenance because it's not a 300, but it still has. It's still real linear and easy. Pulls nice. And where the green map on the TBI kind of goes nuts at higher RPM, this one kind of flattens out. The other thing I noticed, the Explore forks, boy, they are just uber plush on this stuff, but they got a little less damping, so we transfer a lot more weight up front, so you get a little more dive. which is nice in the woods. It just helps that thing turn sharp, and actually is good in these little tight corners. These vintage guys, I guess they keep the speed down. Of course, it has PDS on the back, but and this kind of stuff, I'm not really noticing a big difference or any crazy feel. Definitely super planted, plush. Boy, it absorbs that stuff. And the other thing is, there is just no vibration. The 250 counterbalanced engine, about perfect. Let's see how it torques really. Yeah, nice soft response. Kind of nice in the woods. You know what else is funny? Brembo brakes definitely stronger. Wow. That is nice. Very usable power. Controllable. Completely linear. No vibration. Strong Brembo brakes. Yeah, this is a very effective bike. All right, this is nice. You know, TPI, XCW, this bike is still impressive. Super smooth, no vibration, uber plush suspension. Of course, it's going to move more on a little motor track, but boy, for the woods, that'd be perfect. Of course, this bike, the TBI, is just a beast, 55 horsepower, a lot more peak power, but just that roll-on torque. But two super fun bikes back to back.